Hey guys, welcome to With the Wilsons. We have a really fun day ahead. Pete and I love to try to do this whole be a tourist in your own town thing. So today we're going into Nashville and we're gonna go to one of our favorite picnic spots. It's really scenic. You're not even gonna believe that you're in Nashville when you see it. And then we're gonna get ice cream. And by we, it's probably just gonna be me getting ice cream because Pete's always the kind that's like, let's go get ice cream. And then he doesn't, and it makes me feel super guilty. But I'm gonna get ice cream. I'm gonna let Pepper have a taste of ice cream for the first time. And then later this evening, we're gonna go up to the front of our neighborhood and Pepper is going to go fishing for the very first time with Pete. So it's gonna be really cute, really sweet. We're gonna have an awesome day.
Hey, I'm Pete.
And I'm Jordan, and we got married in 2020.
I have 3 incredible boys, all between the ages of 15 and 20.
And together we have a baby girl who was added to the bunch in 2021. Our story is not a perfect one as we've experienced some crazy ups and downs in life, but we feel so lucky to be where we are today.
So we want to invite you along on our imperfect journey as we make unforgettable memories, seek ways to love those around us, and experience the ins and outs of daily life with the Wilsons. All right, so while Jordan's inside making sandwiches, I'm gonna run outside to our little garden here and pick some lettuce, some spinach, some kale so that we can make a yummy salad. Look at the size of some of these spinach leaves. Look at that compared to my hand. Pick some of this kale. Sure, look at all this lettuce I just got.
You're not gonna eat that much lettuce.
You are.
That could feed the whole neighborhood. No, I'm not. I'm having chips.
Why?
Today,
this is unbelievably organic kale, spinach.
I'm so proud of you, but this is my cheat day, so. All right, got all our picnic packed. We are ready to go. Now we're ready to go.
How many things you dropped?
What do we have in here? I feel like I'm carrying a mountain load to go to who knows where. Got a meal for 18 people in here. Probably your salad with all your bugs on it. His salad has bugs in it.
You excited about your first ice cream cone? Where Daddy used to come and get ice cream.
109 years ago.
That wasn't funny.
No longer use chocolate ice cream cone. That's it. Wait. That's a small size. It's as big as my hand. I definitely didn't need one that big. Thank you.
Y'all don't take cash no more?
Well, what do you think?
Tastes like good chocolate ice cream.
Best soft serve ice cream
Ever in the whole world. Well, look. Yummy.
Would you like the ice cream? Yum, yum. So Bobby's Dairy Dip has been serving hamburgers, shakes, and ice cream since 1951 here in Nashville. It's a pretty cool place. It's legendary. In fact, I grew up not too far from here at all, and I can remember as a kid, after a baseball game or after some kind of special event, I can remember my parents bringing me here to get ice cream. So I think it's super cool that all these years later, here I am with Pepper, and same place I came to as a kid for ice cream, she's having her very first ice cream cone. And then there's Jordan. She doesn't care about the nostalgia. She doesn't care about that. She just cares about the fact that they had ice cream.
Alright. Now that I have successfully tackled this ice cream cone and Pepper has ice cream all over her shirt, we are not going to go have our picnic. I love any day that starts with dessert.
Beautiful baby.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you.
Well, y'all gotta be proud.
We are. We love her to death.
You got cameras all set up?
Oh yes,
Yep.
we were capturing this.
Gotta
for
catch
sure.
every moment. All right, so we finally made it to Centennial Park. I love this place.
I know, it's gorgeous. You don't feel like you're in Nashville at all.
You don't. It's just this little gym that's just minutes from downtown Nashville. What's cool is I used to come here when I was a kid. I grew up Why are you smart? I grew up like maybe 3 or 4 miles from here probably. When I used to ride my bike as a kid, we would ride our bikes down here. We weren't supposed to. That was a no-no. Way outside of my boundaries as a kid, but we'd sneak down here and ride our bikes to this park and just ride all around this park all day long. We thought it was a blast.
Pete is really fun to be with around this town because the closer we get to where he grew up, which I get it, it's very nostalgic and fun, but it's like, hey Jor, right here, that's where I stubbed my toe for the very first time. Like, most random facts that I don't even know how he remembers. I think it's awesome.
I like remembering back to little things I did in this area. When I'm in the park, grew up in this park, grew up riding my bike in this park.
But it's like it's facts that you really don't need to know. It's like, oh, I met my friend Bob here once, and I'm like, I don't know Bob, Pete. Me and Bob are not friends, therefore I don't know that I really...
You don't need to know these facts from the standpoint of they're somehow historical or they change the world, but they're part of my history, and you would think the person that you're married to would care about your past.
I do care about it. I care more about like the things that like are interesting.
Are you ready to explore?
Centennial Park is located right in Nashville. It sits on 132 acres, has tons of volleyball courts, dog parks, exercise trails, but the most amazing part, I think, is the Parthenon. As you can see, it is absolutely gorgeous. It is actually the only exact size and detail replica of the original Parthenon in Athens, Greece.
Come here. Come here. This is Pepper. This is the Parthenon. This is Pepper trying to crawl. You got it.
Just to give you context of how big these columns are, I'm gonna look like an idiot, but look. They're huge.
Whoa. We just rolled down the hill. How was it? Yeah. So true story. I know Jordan is like done with my like childhood memories of this park.
I'm not done.
She's kind of done.
I'm
But I remember coming to this park and feeding the ducks. And luckily we brought a loaf of bread along and
Probably highly frowned upon to feed birds, but Pepper's gonna love it. Have you ever been chased by a goose?
no, I've never been chased by a goose.
If you have ever been chased by a goose, you know that there's real terror in this world. There's nothing scarier than being chased by a bird.
Are you afraid of geese?
Yes.
I've been chased by a chicken.
I've been chased. I've
Scared me
been
to death.
attacked. I've been attacked, but you think you're gonna get attacked.
This will be fun. You're gonna get to watch her work through live some childhood trauma.
So there's no birds right beside us. I can see them across the pond, so I'm gonna play a game and we're gonna throw bread in the water and see how long it takes. Sometimes they like flop. Oh, I thought that was a bird.
You're so freaked out by poor guy's moving his chair. Jordan freaks out, almost jumps in the pond.
To be clear, I'm not afraid of birds. I'm afraid of being chased by geese. Okay, ready? Ready, go. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh my gosh, those are the fish are eating it.
Wait, they're fighting for the fish? Are you kidding?
Whoa. Pep, we're gonna go fishing tonight. Those fish are big, I can see them.
Throw
the bread.
Throw the bread.
Throw the bread in the water for the ducks.
Throw the bread.
Throw the
No.
bread. No, you don't eat the bread. This is for the ducks. Ooh, he likes that.
Y'all, okay, there is a goose coming. I can see him. He is beelining. He's beelining. Look at him. He's like, I'm coming. I'm
out of here. He's moving
I'll throw
fast.
you in.
Jor? There are no less than like 8 or 9 massive geese headed this way.
Hold you.
Time to evacuate. Jor!
I told you, they're monsters.
They're coming from every direction, Jor.
You give away all our bread.
No. Oh, okay. You better throw whatever we have left out there. Pep, remember that day you and your mom almost got eaten by some
Listen,
geese?
you laughed at me, and now you're scared.
They're aggressive.
This is our last piece. I feel like we should save it.
If that's our last piece, you better throw it and run.
Oh, okay, let's go.
We survived.
You did it, Pep. Sorry.
All right, so we had such an amazing day today at Centennial Park, the Parthenon, feeding the ducks and the geese. But this day is just incredibly gorgeous, like mid-70s. We're like, we don't want it to end. So we thought, how much fun would it be to go to the front of our neighborhood? We have a pond, and we could take pepper fishing for the very first time. And we are about to dig in our little garden and see if we can find some worms. This is our little container, okay? First, we're gonna put some dirt in it, all right? This is some compost from the farm. Oh, I saw one. Okay, here's worm number one.
Oh!
Worm number one. Here's a much bigger
Whoa.
one. So, we came to this little pond that's just at the front of our neighborhood, and we're gonna see if we can catch Pepper's very first fish. All right, Pep, I'm gonna cast it for you.
Ah! Pete!
So now, here's what we do, Pep. We just wait, sit here.
This is what I don't understand about fishing. It's like you just sit here. What's that?
No
Pete,
worm.
you're swinging the hook around me.
No worm. This is stupid kind of fishing.
Why are they getting off the hook, you think? No, it's a genuine question.
The fish. Fish are eating them. Off the hook.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, they're not just breaking free and going
No,
swimming.
the fish are getting them. Your mom is not very fun to fish with.
All right, this is worm number 3.
Even the way you say it, you don't have faith in it.
I have so much faith.
Right. Okay. Oh.
Is the worm gone?
It's gone again. 3 times. As soon as it hits the water, it's gone. They take it.
So much passion.
They're mocking me.
Good try. You're a really good fisherman.
Well, my fishing pole's broke.
Oh, okay. Now it's the pole.
Wait. The Lord hath provided. I just found
That's the biggest
a
one.
big juicy one.
All right.
He's not moving though. He's already went to meet the Lord. So let's see if he can also provide a fish. All right, it's gonna be easier to put this one on the hook because he's dead.
Aw.
Oh wait, revive. Wow, Resurrection Sunday. All of a sudden, it just came alive. Look at him.
Aw.
Wow.
Well, you pinched his nerves probably.
Pea Potts, I'm feeling it. Are you with Dad?
We're with Dad.
All right. They're just freaking smarter
Is that
than
the
me.
5th or the 6th one?
They're smarter. This is embarrassing.
There was hardly any.
In front of my daughter, I'm gonna catch every one of these fish in the entire pond.
Yeah, you wait, fish.
Just wait.
Aww.
I'm just making these fish fat.
Hello, friends. We are on the way somewhere I'm not so sure how I feel about. We were on the way back from Nashville and we passed the mall and we saw one of those like carnivals that sets up in a parking lot. Normally, I would just keep on keeping on and ride on away and never think twice about it. But I am married to someone who is a big fan of sketchy carnivals. So we're gonna go try to see what they have to offer. Obviously, Pepper is not gonna be able to ride much of anything, but we're hoping they have a couple things, maybe a merry-go-round. I'm mostly looking forward to the food. So we're gonna go do that. Hopefully we don't die on a sketchy ride, and if we do, then this is my last goodbye to everyone. Oh, it's gonna be fun. Hopefully we redeem our fishing experience.
Hey, 2 thumbs up for sketchy carnivals.
Yeah, if you're a sketchy carnival fan, give us a big ol' like. But otherwise, you guys are gonna endure this with me.
You guys, I am so pumped about this. Look at this. They have a huge Ferris wheel. This is gonna be so fun. Pap, are you excited?
No, we're fearing for our lives.
All right, I'm about to take Pepper on her very first carnival ride. Are you excited?
What are you doing?
We're gonna go down, it's called the Fun Slide. This is a little higher than I thought. Ready? Woo.
be better, more successful at this fishing trip than your last?
That was hurtful. We're gonna catch a fish one way or the other.
Yeah.
Oh, we caught one. We caught one.
I was the winner.
Oh, you want a ducky? It's yours.
You want a fish?
She won a ducky. Why am I doing this? Why did I do this? Why did I do this? Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh, thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. I've never been so happy in my life to be back on the ground. Oh my gosh, I'm never doing that again. All right, so we're on our way back from the carnival. Thoughts, Jordan?
It was average. I mean, yeah.
What are you comparing it to, though? Disney?
Well, you can't compare it to Disney. But it just, I don't know, it was okay. I think if Pepper were older and was excited, it would have been a lot more fun.
I will say in retrospect that she probably is a little young for the carnival. Not much to do for her there. I'm still glad that we took the chance and went.
Yeah, it was fun.
It was a
better
fun
than
experience.
sitting at home.
This has been a fun day. Even though the carnival didn't work out exactly the way I was hoping to, it's been fun. And sometimes, you know, Jordan will make fun of me about these kind of spur of the moment type things and trying stuff like this, but I love it. And I'll tell you a big motivation for me behind it. Years ago, I read this verse in scripture from the book of Psalms, chapter 39. It said, "Teach us to number our days." And the idea behind the whole passage was that your days are numbered. And I don't think it's ever intended to be like this fear tactic as much as it's this reminder that you're not going to be on this earth forever. Everybody, no matter who you are, no matter how much money you make, no matter what you do, like one day, your days are over here on this earth, right? All of us, our days are numbered. And so for me, it's always been this kind of challenge to live life with intentionality. Because you can live life on default, right? Where you're just reacting to life as it happens. Or you can live life by design, where you take control of your life. You take control of your actions. You take control of your decisions. You take control of your time and how you invest that time. I've talked about this to groups of people before. And when I do, I always use this illustration with this little paper tape measure, right? And I give one to everybody and I tell them, hey, I want you to find your age on that tape measure. And I tell them to use the centimeter side so that everybody can play along, right? And so I tell them, you know, find your age, and they'll find their age, and I'll say, okay, I want you to make a tear mark in that tape measure right there on top of your age. And then I want you to take all those numbers, right, that happened before your age. And all those numbers that happened before your age, that's your past. It's gone. Nothing you can do about it. So I always say, take the tape measure, your past, all those numbers that led up to your current age, and just take it and drop it over your shoulder. It's in the past. Nothing you can do about it. You can't change it. That's the reality. And then I'll say, what you have in your hand now is from your age to the end of the tape measure. And so I tell them, now I want you to find the number on that tape measure at the age you think you might die. You know, if you think you're going to live to the average of, I don't know, what is it, 82, 83 maybe it's a little younger, I'm not sure. But pick the age that you think that you're going to die, right? I have really good genetics, and so I'm going to go pretty high with my number, and I'm going to make a rip there. Now, that number from when you think you're going to pass all the way to the right to 184, that is called life after death. And I don't know what you believe about life after death, but that's what that represents. So you can fold that up and you can just kind of place that at your feet, okay? Now, this is important because what they have left in their hand represents the rest of their life. That's it. That's what you got from your number to the number you think you're going to die. Again, it's this reminder that your days are numbered. This whole idea about intentionality, this isn't about adding years to your life. Some people want to talk about how do you add years to your life, like quit smoking, eat the right foods, exercise. All those things are good things, but I'm not talking about how to add years to your life. I'm talking about how do you add life to your years, right? That's where it's at. How do we add life to our years? How do we make sure that we're making the most of every opportunity that we're given? You know, the reality is that every day is made up of all these minutes, right? And we all have these tasks. You have tasks that you have to do. Like every day, you got to do things like brush your teeth, floss your teeth. You got to take a shower. If you got kids, you're getting your kids ready. You're getting dressed, right? You got to clean the house. A lot of us have to work. You're working 40, 50, maybe 60 hours a week. You have all these other chores. Like I got to mow the grass later today, right? You have all these things that you kind of have to do to make life just kind of advance and move forward. But in between all that are these opportunities to really be intentional with your time. And so you got to figure out what's important to you. You know, what are the things that are important to you? What are the memories that you want to make? And then you go after those things and you be really intentional about them. And so I think the challenge here for all of us is, do you want to live a life that's by default or by design? And I think the vast majority of people live a life by default. They just live a life that's happening to them, and whatever comes towards them, they just react to that. It's just default. Or you can live a life by design, and you can choose that you're going to invest the best moments of your day, whatever days you have left, right, into the things that matter the most to you. So figure out what matters the most to you, and then go after it. Design a life around those things. Be intentional, because the reality is your days are numbered. And that's not about fear. That's about motivation. That's about intention. That's about living the life that you really want to live.
Yeah.